I don't remember anything that was said in that. We drank a lot of bourbon.
We did. Yes, we did.
That was an entire fifth of bourbon.
Well, it's not just a fifth of bourbon. It was kerosene, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah, it was 120 proof.
Yeah, that's what they put in the Falcon 9.
That's what they used in the Falcon 9.
Exactly. Welcome back to the High Fidelity Kitchen. Hello, everybody. I'm Rick.
And I'm LJ. Howdy.
We're back.
You may be regretting it, but here we are. Sorry.
I feel like legally I have to mention this. We're not trained kitchen people.
Oh,
by any stretch.
Yeah,
but I am the Dr. Oz of the kitchen. I'm wearing the coat. Therefore, I'm a cook or a chef or something.
I got a bandana. I don't know what that makes me.
And these days, I do too. In these day and ages, you have to do.
I'm from Texas, so it just makes me.
Well, it works out perfect.
It's a cowboy.
Well, yeah.
Of course, it is a purple bandana. But
yeah, rider of the purple sage.
There you go, damn it. You're rider of the purple sage.
Yes, cheers.
Yes.
It's beer this time out.
Hey.
Well, that's okay. I mean, because they're not giving us any money for this. They certainly didn't give us any beer. I bought this.
They should give us money and beer.
They should give us money for drinking it. It's not bad. It's ham.
It's not as bad as PBR.
No, I'm not a fan of the PBR.
I've had PBR. The only time I liked PBR, last time my band played in a venue that served alcohol.
Yes.
It was free PBR.
Well, and I can't say no to that. No.
That tastes great.
Yeah.
Free
fabulous.
Beer is always good.
It's been my experience with beer that was subpar. That the colder it is, the better it is. Because it knocks
that's
out
true. The acid knocks out the ass taste.
But this
unless
so
you're
bad.
into that.
When I was going to school, speaking of cheap beer, Schaefer.
Schaefer and Schaefer Light. I remember that.
This is when I went to school in Seguin, Texas, and Schaefer, the beer made with corn, was that was the beer du jour.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And I had one not long ago.
Bad.
Oh yeah.
It's worse than a PBR.
Well,
PBR.
You can't blame
PBR
the beer.
and Keystone. And the line
Strohs and
To me, that's
Falstaff.
That's trailer park stuff, man.
Well,
I just don't.
And when I had it, it's nothing against Schaefer or even
no.
It's just it's like this tastes the way I remember it, of course. But it was like my tastes have matured and gotten sophisticated.
Well,
whatever that may mean.
You don't. Well, no, wait. You didn't say you have become sophisticated.
No, but my taste has.
Right.
Exactly. My
yeah,
taste
well, the more you taste, the more you taste, in my opinion, a good beer.
Oh, yeah. Like a good craft beer. Or
a good craft beer or I started cutting my teeth on good beer from tap-drawn Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
And and I just fell in love with that because that's like manna in a glass.
It's just mother's milk.
So good.
It's awesome and it's good for you.
Yeah, it is.
Guinness
a day keeps
the doctors away. In fact, the doctors in Ireland will often prescribe either like 2 or 3 pints of Guinness a day or a couple of glasses of red wine a day for people who are anemic. That is not medical advice. Consult your physician before doing that. But that's what they do.
Really?
My mother-in-law. That was what she...
Anemia?
Yeah. It helps build the iron back up into the blood.
Guinness?
Mm-hmm.
I need to be drinking more. I don't know that I need...
Beer is good for bone density anyway. There's compounds in beer.
I'm a little dense.
Yeah, well, you really had enough beer. This time out, the beer is going to play a part in the dish that we're making.
Get hearty.
Clearly. The recipe would normally, I was taught this, was to use chicken stock. And chicken stock has its place in certain things for sure. Mm-hmm. But I find that chicken stock can be rather salty.
I've found, of course,
a lot of stocks can.
Yeah, they can. They typically, the store-bought chicken stock.
Yeah.
You can buy low sodium.
Or you can make your own.
Or
if
you
you've got
can
a chicken.
make your own if you got a chicken. Just boil it, then boil that cabbage down.
Exactly. And after you bone it, put the bone back into the pot, and and necks and gizzards.
Excuse me, I'm a bit verklempt.
Well, let's not get too excited. This time out, we're making an old classic: red beans and rice.
All right,
And
I dig that, man.
And what's cool about this, if I've got it here with me, it may be in the other cabinet. I have right here. We got to get it out. Dried red beans.
Okay, I just want you to know this is not a prop. That old cabinet is filled with stuff with the mason jars with shit in it.
I got dried peas. I got dried pintos. This is now, and they're like, well, "You going to do this overnight?" No, because typically you'd
soak them overnight.
But I can cook these in an hour.
Right, and it's the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you a trick on to really bring in some good flavor into the beans.
Good, because I need to know that. Well, I need to know the secret because last time I did this, I boiled them for almost an hour.
Yeah, hour and 10. You'd be fine.
Yeah, they were still crunchy.
Really?
Yeah.
Add some type of fat to the water, like butter or maybe just some oil will do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of salt.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of salt. Not
like
you don't dump a thing in there,
well,
but
like
a few grab it. Just
teaspoon?
I don't know. Just grab it and go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And you cook it for about an hour, and they'll be fine.
Okay.
But they're also going to be cooked again because they're going to wind up in the skillet with the sauce, and we're going to reduce that down. That'll take about 20 minutes. So you're really going to cook it for close to an hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and a half. Yeah.
So this red beans and rice with andouille sausage. We'll top it off with some green onion, as you do. And in Louisiana, it's typically parsley.
Oh, is it really over green onion? Really?
Green onion is a Memphis thing.
Well, it's kind of a Texas. It's kind of a Texas thing too, and you know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The green onion.
I use it as a garnish, and it's a great flavor. It's because it's slightly aromatic, but not heavily.
Right.
And it looks nice.
Yeah, no, it looks nice, and I don't mind. I'm not a real onion fan. Yeah. I guess it depends on how they're prepared or how they're mixed in, but the green onions, it just adds really kind of a nice flavor to stuff when you.
There'll be celery, of course, garlic by the assload. We've got.
I love garlic.
We got a red bell pepper going into this, and I've got a sweet yellow onion going in as well.
Now, you said originally the recipe called for a green bell pepper.
Most of Cajun cooking does,
but you don't like green bell peppers very much.
They're tolerable, but I'm not.
I'm allergic to them. I'm not allergic to the red or the yellow.
Right. So when I went to the market, they had a
pile of
greens. No, I'll make it the red.
And
reds are sweeter.
I don't know if allergic to it is the right way to put it. I get
an aversion.
I get a terrible amount of indigestion, of heartburn.
You won't have that.
And no amount of anything I do takes care of it. And I know a number of other people that have that same problem with green. So, and I prefer the red.
And the red has a delightful flavor.
A little bit of a sweetness to it.
The yellow peppers are kind of a cross between the two. It's the same. It's the same animal. It's just on the vine longer.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And
I was told they were different peppers. The green, and I was like, no, it's maturity.
They pick the greens before they get a chance to turn yellow and red.
Right. It's just a maturity level. I can't remember, but
go beat their
my
ass.
doctor told me.
They're
all the same. No, he said it's all the same, and I told somebody that, and they went,
Dr. Oz, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't him.
Because he's wearing scrubs.
Right. Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Another thing we do on the program here is we introduce this is the point of the program where we do this. We talk about high food.
Because the name of the show is High Fidelity Kitchen.
He's high on fidelity.
He is.
And when putting these things together, I wanted to do something that would be simple but fun, and would help satisfy that. And this time out, this is kind of cool. I've got it right here.
So we got some good munchy food here.
Yeah, this is a pizza that is made with pita bread.
I like pita bread.
And I don't crack it open. I just do it at the top.
Yeah.
A little just regular plain old tomato sauce, a little garlic powder, Those are Serrano chilies that are sitting in there, and some fresh grated, greasy-ass sharp cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
With a little red pepper flake on there.
God, that was simple. And so, did you do that in the oven?
I did it in my toaster oven.
Oh!
In a toaster oven, I did it.
God, I love toaster ovens because you can do toast.
You can do pizza.
You can do little tiny pizzas.
Every stoner should have a toaster oven.
They should! No, I agree, because
it's foolproof.
Okay, so
it's got a timer on it. You can forget, and it'll go ding, and it'll go.
Oh, dude, I got some munchies somewhere.
I know. What did I? Oh shit! And when you come in and you open up the door, it's like it's surprise. It's pizza. And you go, I made that.
Or the pizza get to pizza roll.
Oh yeah. Oh. But this is
this you don't have to go spend any extra money on. If you got pita bread, and hell, if you even got bread like good sourdough or something.
Sure.
You could do something really cool. Same way.
Tomato sauce, just like everything else, and then you put whatever you want, whatever toppings you want in there. Have a slice.
Yeah, man.
Because it's and even the cheese got kind of good and crispy.
It did.
And it's absolutely simple, delightful, and tasty.
Ooh. The Serrano. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a sweet hot to it.
And I
like Serranos anyway.
A little red pepper flake on there too.
Yeah. I usually go overboard with the red pepper flakes because I really like hot shit.
Don't buy the grated cheese. They spray it with something to keep it from clumping. Get a block of cheese in a grater and grate your own cheese.
It's cheaper, and it's going to be much, much better, in my opinion.
So, there it is. It's red beans and rice. Let's get to cooking.
All right. I'm hungry.
All right. Next thing, more importantly, as we deal with the Cajun food, is my favorite thing, the aromatics.
Right. That's actually my favorite thing too.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
And when it goes as far as like the cooking part, the eating part, I just like it all.
Oh, yeah.
But the cooking part, the aromatics are the best thing.
This is where you would engineer a dish. This is where because you build from the bottom up. Right now, the beans are doing their thing. We'll deal with them later. So here in the meantime, we'll get our aromatics done, and then I've got some andouille sausage.
The beans are boiling.
And then we'll get some andouille sausage going. We're going to brown that up, and then we're going to take the sausage out, and in the grease of the sausage, we're going to hit the aromatics with it.
Oh my God. Okay, I see what we're doing now.
And then we got some spices going in, and then we start adding things all back together.
Gotcha.
So we'll get to that in a minute.
Far out. Okay.
Okay, so let's get into the aromatics. Now, what we've got over here is, of course, garlic, pepper, celery, and onion. In Louisiana cuisine, this right here is called typically the Holy Trinity.
Right. Garlic, pepper, onion.
Yeah, and then the celery, of course, is just a lovely little aromatic to have.
And I like celery.
Yeah,
I do. I dig celery, man. So am I just going to go through and
give him a rough chop?
Am I prep pepper next?
Yeah, prep it however you want to.
And then want me dicing it?
Or dice it up. That's fine. There's a million ways to do it. So he called up a buddy of his and he goes, listen, I need you to do me a favor. And he's like,
I need some Vidalia. Go to the store.
Go to the store and get some Vidalia onions. And he goes, you're kidding me, right? He goes, who wants them? And he goes, Don Hilly. And he goes, screw him, and hung up the phone. All right, so it's time for the star of the show. It's time for the sausage.
That's it. All right.
That is... Wow. I felt that in my loins.
Yes.
Holy Jesus. All right, that is andouille sausage.
Yes.
You please.
Okay,
right.
So that's all cut up.
Right.
So we dumping all this shit in there? Or we go like...
A little bit at a time.
Okay.
Okay. So, I need a rag. We're gonna pull these beans because they are done. We've got another kind of green groovy and soft.
Thought I had a beard. No. Yeah, I forgot.
Now, what you want to do? You want to get it kind of brown.
So we get a little bit of a...
You want it so brown that the president would build a wall.
Something that I've been, I talked to my son about was food doesn't need to be experience. Food is just fuel. Yeah, it doesn't have to be an experience. every single time you have it.
Well, you eat to sustain.
Right. And so I've been trying to get him to understand that stuff like this is food to really be enjoyed.
You should enjoy it.
Cooked stuff, but going to McDonald's or whatever, that's fuel.
Yeah, that's all that is. And even that's
Something like that, and that's questionable fuel.
well,
but
it is. There's not much mileage out of that fuel. It's
No,
not as
no.
efficient.
And this, oh my God,
I mean, because
that sausage smells so good.
We got some basic sausage. We've got some rice coming together here in a bit. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna as soon as we pull this off, I'm gonna
let that sit so that we get some kind of brown on there.
You can bench scrape there. If you get some peppers that get in it, so be it. This is the way it goes.
Shit.
All right, so it's all going to reduce down. So we want to get these flavors starting to meld together a little bit before we start adding more to the party.
Right. So we do the peppers toward the end, yeah?
Yeah, here in a moment. The garlic will be. As a reminder, while this is doing our thing, LJ and I have a morning show at Radio Memphis.
We do.
Radio-Memphis.com on any device.
Bit on the sophomoric side at times.
A lot on the sophomore side.
A lot on the sophomoric side at times.
It's what radio used to be.
It's honestly, when you asked me to come in on this and to be your co-host, it was really odd because from day one, things really melded and clicked.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah,
and I thought, wow, this is what I remember AM radio being before they went to FM, and then FM, the FM jocks, and there were some guys in Houston, and of course I'm friends with some of those guys that are now out of a job and doing whatever.
A lot of
you guys that were out on the beach, right?
So yeah, we got this little internet thing, and you can catch us anywhere in the world at radio-memphis.com. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m.
9 to 2 Central Time.
Yeah, so do your math, figure us out, and find us,
Yeah.
and we do that.
Well, it should be pretty fun. Usually.
Yeah, usually.
You may be offended, but
I'm offended by
we're offended by what we say. Right.
Exactly.
I offend myself.
Let's get back into it. Throw these peppers in here. Let's get busy with these because you got them fairly finely chopped here. We're going to start reducing that down just a hair, and then we're going to start building some sauces. What I'm trying to do here is get I want these liquids to kind of start doing their thing and everybody talking and dancing together. Oh, look at the color. Oh, my goodness. I'm glad I went with the red pepper on this whole deal.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, nothing wrong with the green pepper.
Well, but I gotta tell you, I like the flavor of the red over the green.
He's like, dude, there's like sausage over here. All right, it's time to get in.
Are we going to pour that in there?
Well,
is that our liquid?
Yeah,
all right, baby.
This would sometimes we might call for like a chicken stock or something like that. Now this is going to slow
Oh, that's why we were talking about salty stock.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm
go
saying?
With beer instead. Oh, don't be bashful. There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Get it in there.
Yeah.
There you go. Now get garlic.
Oh, all of it, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
All right, now
all of it.
With all this liquid and all this fun stuff that we just added, we're slowing it down now. We're gonna bring it back up here in just a moment. Here we go. Beans.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yep. Get them in there.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Now with this spoon that you got.
Ivy wed. What?
With the spoon, kind of mash up the beans a little bit. Almost to the, not all of them. We're talking about maybe an eighth of them.
Okay.
So this is
we're doing a little of both.
I used a little bit of this tomato sauce to make
right.
Pizza.
Right.
Let's go pour that in there.
All right. Want to rinse it and get the last of it? Do you do that? Okay.
After you crack it open, which I've already done, it's got a little opener.
Oh, it's like Bengay or something. Puncher.
No, I've been straight my whole life. But the nice thing is, except on the weekends and around Easter. But
there's that.
You want to squeeze into that like 2 tablespoons.
Okay. I can kind of figure that out. I think there, so it's kind of cool.
Dump the sausage.
All right. What about the bottom of the pan? I mean, do you want to
glaze it?
Yeah.
You can want to.
I mean, I would like to just because there's a lot of flavor in there.
Get your little fire started.
Okay.
you won't taste them individually.
All right, so just dump
it in there.
Oh yeah,
look at that.
And see, look at all that, man.
There you
You know that's gonna taste good.
That's awesome. There we go. And we're gonna
Darken it up a little bit, but no. Oh, but you know that's gonna taste good. Get all the crispy.
All right, so there it is. It's been reducing, and it has reduced. Nice.
It has. It looks really good. Everything's kind of cooked down.
Yeah, we took a lot of the water out of it.
Oh man, it looks good.
Yeah, absolutely delicious.
Yeah, I don't really see
how
onion.
The vegetables just,
yeah, I see the red from the pepper, the
beans, of course,
celery and the beans and the sausage, but the onions and the garlic, kind of diminished there.
Absolutely, that's what.
And it's probably going to taste great.
Okay, so here's what we want to do. All right, go ahead and grab a bowl.
Okay.
Throw a little rice in there.
Ooh, look at that.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I need to get a rice cooker.
It's the greatest investment you'll ever make. And it lasts forever. All right.
Now, here we go.
Now, the star of the show. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that looks nice.
It does, man.
That looks real nice. It's
Really
fairly
does.
thick and just, where it's supposed to be.
And you can smell everything that's in there, man. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
All right, now back over
Grab
to
the spoons.
All right, back over to the board, and we're gonna add a little something,
Garnish.
little garnish. Well, look, green onion. Add a little fresh green to it. Give it good and mixed, and Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. Red beans and rice.
It looks good.
Nice and
It
simple,
really does.
nice and hearty. Nice cold beer to go with it, You can mix it up. You got a little Tabasco. You can add a little Louisiana hot sauce. Add more peppers to it. You can make it a good.
I'm going to
spicy
try this way
And see where
without
you're
the
at.
hot sauce. Well, we've got the Cajun seasoning and the red pepper. God, it looks delicious. It just looks hot.
It's earthy with a bit of bite. It's good comfort food, is what that is. And the
It kind of is.
the deglaze that you did on that,
That was a good idea, wasn't it?
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so I've never thought about food and thinking about the flavors.
Right.
But you can, if you really think about, you can taste all the flavors. I can taste the pepper and the onion and the garlic. Of course, you're getting the meat sensation. But man, and I can taste the celery. I'm just amazed I can taste the celery. It's ever so slight, but
Yeah, it's very subtle.
Real
Very
good.
subtle. Simple, basic, and cheap.
So how much is this? Because let's see, what do we do? Rice, vegetables, and the sauce. Sauce is probably the most expensive thing, yeah?
Well, it was a can of tomato sauce.
Oh, yeah, and the tomato sauce and the tomato paste.
Threw a beer in there. There's no water in it per se. You want to count this beer, which is part of it. I think all told, it was like $5.
No, seriously?
I mean, because rice is cheap.
Well, yeah, you can get it like
I
a
buy a
1
big
pound bag, yeah, or a
you know.
5 pound bag.
The
you know.
sausage was like $2, $2.50,
Right.
that kind of thing. A big bundle of celery is like $1.
Yeah,
The pepper was like a buck.
What? Yeah, at the most a buck for the pepper.
You know, the green onion. This is usually stuff that people have just kind of hanging around. And garlic is what
No, if you don't go with fresh garlic, can you use garlic powder?
You could, yeah. It would taste different.
What? I don't know the difference between fresh and
The fresh is like the.
Well, you
the
get the
enzyme
oils with the fresh, right?
Right,
And so
exactly.
that makes a difference.
The enzyme is not all done out.
Okay.
Whereas,
gotcha.
you were crushing the garlic,
Right.
activating that enzyme, would let that sit for a bit. That was the last thing we added when it came
my
to the
God.
aromatics. You could.
This is not like beans and rice I've ever had before.
No, there's
Honestly.
there's a little more substance to it. It feels good when you eat it. It's it's
It's like a meal. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
It
I'm
is.
digging this, man.
You can do simple rice, simple beans, mix it up. But when you're adding sauces, flattening out some of the beans to give it some texture,
Right.
make it good and thick.
Yeah.
Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it's something, one of those things like, if you got somebody coming over, you want to cook a nice little simple meal.
And this is simple, man.
It really is simple. It seems elaborate, but it's not.
Well,
It's
it
just
seems
not.
elaborate when you make it and serve it, but the making really is pretty easy.
Sure it is.
How many beers did we have on the break while things were cooking?
Oh, at least a case.
Yeah. So,
Have you
there isn't
time?
a whole lot going on here. You just put it on and let it go.
Let it go. And the longer it sits, the better it gets.
Now, and I would think that tomorrow, the flavors are going to meld so much more.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. No, that's impressive.
It's good.
Man, cheers.
Cheers.
Woo.
Eat well, eat healthy, eat cheap. Life's too short to eat bad food,
It really is. And I think that's good. That's pretty good advice.
Well, sure it is. Maybe a couple of idiots in the kitchen, but we can whip up something like this, and so can you. Be sure and like and subscribe to the program.
Please.
Yeah. Look for it, High Fidelity Kitchen. And the show comes out on the weekly. And
Oh, man.
we're going to enjoy this, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. God bless. This is good, man.